Did not know that was gonna happen. I promise you. All the olives on that olive tree look delicious.
Seriously, that's my biggest nightmare.
Now going to check out the Castelo de São Jorge. We're excited to see this one because we've seen it from pretty much every viewpoint of the city, so it's gonna be cool to go inside now. 17 euro total, 8.50 per person. The castle's open from 9 to 9, and November through February it's open from 9 to 6. They let the last people come in 30 minutes prior to closing, so budget your time. Currently walking around the royal gardens. We haven't gotten into the castle yet, but just so you know, an added bonus when you come in, included with the 8.50 ticket.
There's a lot of peacocks.
Peacocks.
Everywhere. We just got inside the castle and it's pretty magnificent. The moment you walk in, you don't really know what's around the corner. It's amazing that this was built in the 11th century. The castle itself, for the most part, is the same way that it was years ago. The biggest restoration was after the 1755 earthquake in Lisbon, and then there's been a few others in the late 1940s, but other than that, it's pretty much the same as it was then.
Castles. Seen one, you've seen them all, right?
They're kind of the same.
Just kidding, this one's pretty cool, just because of its sheer size, just a beast of a castle. We are up here right now, and the reason why the castle was built on such a high vantage point is so they could see any attacking ships coming in. It was originally built for royalty, then it housed the infantry, and then it was also doubled up, so if the city was under attack, the royalty would come up here to seek protection. I mean, it's tough to get up here, man. There's a lot of steep hills. It's kind of like scrambles the enemy, I guess, from a direct approach.
You have a full scope though of the horizon with the water, so it makes sense why they would put it here.
Yeah, some of the dopest views are here for sure. Get the 360 panos. I mean, we're really perched high. I can see the other viewpoints that we've been to, and we're higher than them right now.
Ready to go.
Should you come here or not? If you're into history, you like castles, definitely. If you're not, let our video serve as a guide. We showed you all the highlighted spots of the castle.
It does have some of the best views in the city, but keep in mind there are several other phenomenal viewpoints throughout the city as well, and those are free. Ride up and see the city from the sky.
It's an elevator and it was built more than 100 years ago.
Okay, that makes it a lot cooler.
It connects two neighborhoods, if I'm not mistaken. But you don't have to ride up and pay.
You can actually walk here. If you follow the street up and head towards the Carmo convent, you can walk across the bridge, which is where we are here, which is where the top of the elevator brings you. Your ticket for the elevator, which costs $5.50, does not include your ticket price to get up to the top, to the viewpoint. That costs an additional $1.50.
So save your money and walk up. Check out the views from the top, soak it all in, keep it moving. We just got to Mercado da Ribeira, which is also known as
Time Out Market. That's what you're gonna wanna Google. It's a very cool, young, hip market. Reminds me a lot of Prague Street Market like in Atlanta or Union Market in Washington, DC. Has a lot of different food options, local and other things like pizza and sushi.
Basically what they did was take a warehouse, gut it out. On the outside perimeter, there's all kinds of different restaurants that are lined up. You can find anything from traditional Portuguese to sushi to Asian to roasted nuts, smoothies, things like that. There's my guy right there in the background that wants to get a particular shout out for being in the video. And then on top of that, everything is communal style seating. So in the middle is where you have all these rows and it's super packed all the time. How you doing? Just got some bacalhau à Brás.
The fish isn't overwhelming. The potato has a nice mouthfeel, but it is definitely a rich and heavy dish. There's a little bit of onion in it. I think that's onion. It looks like mac and cheese, but honestly it tastes hella better than mac and cheese. So
what we recommend is come here with 2 to 8 people. Sit down, everybody order food, grab a bottle of wine, and share it. Really soak up the atmosphere.
It is a little bit more expensive than some of the other food that you will find.
But it's trendy, so you know you're gonna have to spend more bread. Yeah. We figured we'd close out the trip where it all started on one of the viewpoints here in Lisbon. We've had an amazing time. It's been an amazing experience. Would definitely come back. Actually, I already want to come back and I haven't even left yet. So that's how much I liked it.
Yeah, we spent about 3.5 days here, but I definitely feel like I could spend a week or more because there's a lot to do and a lot to see in the city.
We're doing the very, very typical Lisbon activity, which is to catch one of the viewpoints, bring some beverages.
Like green wine.
A little bit of food, hang out and enjoy the sunset.
With a nice crane in the background.
Jen, you ever tried an olive fresh off the tree?
Was it not polished? Are you allowed to eat these? Are you sure this is an olive?
Take a little bite.
Eat this.
Take a little nibble. It's not gonna be as good as the ones that are brined, I promise you that. Completely different taste. Do you like it?
I felt there's a fucking worm coming out of that. Oh my god. Ew.
I did not mean for there to be a worm going.
Ew. We don't have any water. That's my biggest nightmare. It's like someone you think you know tries to kill you with food.
It's like Adam and Eve, baby. Don't bite the apple with the worm in it, Jen.